here captures the ethnomedicinal across African countries and the methods the countries use in the treatment of different ailments. Now, the fruit or pulp is used in the treatment of, as a laxative. It is used in the treatment of constipation, fever, and malaria. The leaves are employed in wound healing, malaria treatment, diarrhea, and even as a worm expellent. The bark is used in the treatment of diarrhea, dysentery. It is also employed for wound healing. It's also used for asthma, cough, bilharziasis, and so on. The roots is used in the treatment of stomach cramps and dysentery. The seeds are used to treat hematuria, which is associated with schistomiasis, and also as a worm expellent, that is the vermifuge. Now let me take you through the scientifically validated activities of T. indica. The fruit or pulp is reported to possess hypolipidemic activity, antioxidant activity, analgesic, and also antispasmodic activity. The bioactive components present in the fruit or pulp includes vitamin Ds, minerals, and also acids. Next, the leaves. The leaves have been found to demonstrate antiemetic and hepatoprotective activities. The phytochemicals present in the leaves includes lipids, vitamins, and the essential oils. Below are the references of the studies carried out on the leaves. The bark is found to possess anti-allergic, antimicrobial, antioxidant, as well as analgesic properties. The active compounds found in the bark include tannins and polyphenols. The stem bark is also found to have spasmogenic, analgesic, hypoglycemic activity, as well as antimicrobial activities. The active components found in the stem bark includes the flavonoids or alkaloids, cardioglycosides, saponins, and tannins. The reference is also shown below. Finally, the seeds of the plant is said to possess anti-inflammatory as well as anti-obesity properties. And it is also found to confer protection on the GIT. The active components found here includes protein, starch, and our phenols. So finally, to conclude, Tamarindus indica stands out. Undoubtedly, the phytochemicals present in Tamarindus indica undoubtedly makes it a valuable plant. And another advantage is that it is cheap, it is available, and it is easily accessible. Therefore, further research, especially on its anti-lipidemic, anti-obesity, and hypoglycemic prospects will hopefully yield positive impacts on healthcare. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Safiya, for this short, concise, and wonderful presentation. I can see you just use few minutes of your time, which is good, just less than about 5 minutes. So at this point, I would like to call on the other participants to ask questions, make comments, or suggestions, as the case may be. Please, you can indicate by raising up your hand if you have any question. But meanwhile, before other questions, I can see in one of the ethnobotanical uses, you said it's used in treatment of diarrhea and purging, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
While I know Tsamiya is
I can't find my
on the
screen.
other way around, cause purging and diarrhea. So I don't know how can use something to treat something that will cause something.
Okay, thank God I can find my screen. Yes, actually, sir, I believe that's why it's actually important to scientifically validate these claims, because yes, if we take it, we have that issue. Maybe we see that it might cause that, but in truth, the study carried out by our scholars have proved otherwise. Just like I think the first time I came up here, that was something Dr. Ibrahim was saying about it causing
Yes, purging.
diarrhea, spudging, but it has been proved now otherwise. And this is the reason why we have to scientifically validate these plants to actually know what they do. And in truth, it does not cause purging, sir.
Okay.
Instead, it's even found to be an it's found to have antimicrobial property, and it is found to counter dysentery and and diarrhea.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So thank you. We can also attend to other questions.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum
Walaikum assalam.
Thank you very much, Doctor, for such a wonderful presentation. I have one question.
Yes, sir.
Is there any difference between old and new Tsamiya in terms of the phytochemicals?
I don't understand what you mean by old.
Old, kaman tsohon Tsamiya da sabuwa.
Okay.
Yes, okay. I think I understand Abdurrahman's point. It's like in my place, they normally use Sofan's Tsamiya, they always prefer it.
Okay.
Actually, I mean the fresh fruits, then check off fresh seeds, but they always prefer the black one, the one that has like the brownish one than the fresh. I don't know why anyway.
Okay, so I think the Sohua and Sabua.
Even when you do kunu with Sohua and Sabua, the taste is different.
Okay, as in the Sohua, the one that has been stored for some time?
Yes, like, yes, they keep it for a year. So it
okay,
like it will be gummy like this. Sometimes
okay.
Kason Kurmi, you see it. Okay.
Because the reason why I asked this question is I heard one scholar, or it is like a claim. They are saying that Sohon's Tsamiya, it has no any medicinal value or something like that because it is all been evaporated or something like that. But the fresh one, it has all the resources that we need. And he is even claiming that the old one, if you take it, it can give you hyperacidity. While the new one, it can flush, it is like, it can flush what you call a GIT tract or something like that without any that hyperacidity effect. So that is why I asked the question. Maybe someone of you can hear or can know more about it.
Sorry, doctor, I really have no knowledge on the Tsoho and I don't.
It's okay.
Okay.
Hello, to clear the air. Sorry, this is FS Abdulkadir. About the Tsoho and Tsamiya, if we really are interested in the Tsamiya, we can put them in Ziploc bags and put them in the deep freezer. It can last for years. So you always have the Tsamiya whenever you need them. I have like last year's stock in my freezer, really.
Wow.
Then there's one activity that a colleague told me about, I think last week, that it's used for contraception. I was really surprised.
Really?
That it really works for contraception. So I don't know if some of you will
explore. I think I had that too about the seeds of Tsamiya. that it can be used for contraception, but because there are no studies on it, I don't want to say anything about it. But I heard too something about that, the seeds being used for contraception.
Yes, somebody was really positive about it, but I think that's a big risk. But she says she don't use it. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum
assalam.
Dr. Safiya, what a wonderful presentation. It was marvelous. Actually, I truly, sincerely appreciate
Thank you, sir.
The way you present to the point and so on. My question may likely go off point. I don't know, but somehow, because you mentioned in your slide that the stem, one of its biological or rather its activities is hypoglycemia, right?
Yes.
And the seed have anti-inflammatory and anti-obesity. I may go molecular. I hope you'll be able to follow me.
I'll try to, sir.
Okay. What molecular work have you laid your hands on or because I know in Nigeria, most of our research work is on systemic organ, which could not give you a precise insight on the true activity or function of the organ you are looking at or organ in question.
That's
let me give you, for example, liver have the ability to store glucose to glycogen. When you fast, when you are trying to test fasting glycemia, hyperglycemia, you will find out the patient, that is diabetic patient, I'm referring now to diabetic patient, referring to the hypoglycemic property first. You will find out the blood glucose may be high.
Yes.
So what I don't know if you have find out any journal that point out that, okay, fine, it is highly active. That is, I mean, Tsamiya is highly active in liver. Does it increase the sensitivity of insulin? No. Through which pathway? Or maybe it's active in, let's say, the brain. Through which pathway? That is it, one, Kina. And two, the anti-inflammatory. Are you talking about low-grade inflammation? When we're talking about low-grade inflammation, we are talking about chronic conditions. Are you talking about normal inflammatory response? For example, I have a hit on my hand or anybody, then it's, there will be high supply of oxygen and so on. For example, when we take anti-inflammatory drugs like NSAID, are you referring to that, or you are referring to low-grade inflammation, which involve other anti-inflammatory pathways, or rather inflammatory pathways, like NF-kappa B or JNK kinase? Then when you say it has anti-obesity, for me, actually, I will be shocked and startled to tell me that it is having anti-obesity property, because obesity is a cardinal principle or cardinal point or cardinal factor to a number of diseases: obesity, diabetes, cancer, in fact, neurons damage and so on. I hope you understand my question.
Yes, I'm getting it.
Okay, so I don't know, maybe if you have encountered or maybe lay your hands on papers like that.
Okay, sir, actually, I believe this tamarind, the anti-inflammatory is the normal allergies that we have. I don't know about the in-depth study on the anti-inflammatory studies carried out using tamarind, but I know there are some traditional healers that recommend it for allergies. And here, this I think either Sharma et al. Or the other person I referenced actually carried out the anti-inflammatory study on the seeds. Either one of them did the anti-obesity, either one of them did the anti-inflammatory. So I don't know how in-depth actually they went on that, if it covered the molecular, the in-depth and so on. But it is found to have these properties. I've not gone through the in-depth scope.
It's subjective.
Yes, I don't know. I have to actually go through the papers. These papers I referenced to actually know the in-depth study of the. Oh, I mean of the study.
You can do PhD on it.
Yeah, I didn't go. I didn't. Sir, what?
Let me invite you to mortuary.
Because honestly,
yeah.
the reason why I asked you this question.
Yes.
Personally, I'm interested on working on the stem and the seed just now, honestly.
MashaAllah.
Because my work is, I'm looking at two things.
Yes.
The hypertensive aspect as well as the diabetic aspect.
Okay.
So that's why I asked you, does it have the inflammatory properties? Is it low grade or the normal inflammation we know? And secondly, the hypoglycemic property also.
If you permit me, I may come in.
Yes. Yeah,
Prof. Sagir, your questions, are very professorial,
and advanced.
No, sir.
No. Really, because you also touched some areas. Some areas I became interested during her presentation. But I think the first question we need to ask Safiya is,
yes.
Among these things, or among the parts or components of Tsamiya, what she is really working on, is it the seeds or is it the the fruit or whatever? Because, for example, the obesity, I'm seriously interested in the obesity aspect, which she's specifically referred to the seeds, So, but mostly I think it's literature review. She gave things from literature. So I'm not very clear which part of the Tsamiya she is working on. I think from that, then she may be able to answer your professorial questions, because they are very advanced and going into the actions and then the molecular level. Yeah. It's quite interesting, really, because if you can see the chat box, I've already asked a question since regarding the obesity activity, because it seems to be a very prospective area. So the question is, Safiya, if you know which part of the Tsamiya you are working on, and I think it will guide us in knowing maybe what we may expect you to provide us with. Yeah, thank you.
Actually, I'm not working on it yet, but I intend to. I intend to use the fruits to carry out anti-plasmodial study. But I've not started working on it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I know. Safiya is a baggy person. Yes.
Moderator, I've been raising my hand.
Yeah, I also,
yes, sir. Yeah, they are the next person. I also saw.
I also had to break the protocol.
Raised his hand, but sir, you can go on, sir.
Okay, mine is not actually a question, because this.
Okay, it's not molecular, sir.
Wait. This is not my field. I only know Tsamiya in Kunu, and like what I just said, no other than like if we eat enough of meat, we just use it to prevent diarrhea. Anyway, my comment is on overall about the presentation. To be honest and sincere, this is one of the best presentation had in the forum. And I
hope I'll get an award.
Wait, I'm coming now. Let me mute this guy. He's making noise. Anyway, yeah, honestly, this is one of the best presentations we ever had. There was very good flow in the presentation between slides. And I observe you are not reading directly from the slides as well. And you are really demonstrating that this is really your work and you're an expert. And I can also observe that most of what we teach or Prof. Shaban teach during the hands-on training on Zoom conferencing, I've seen most of the applications there. And this is very commendable. I will urge other presenters that will come should seriously use this pattern, especially the slides, no much crowded, and like it's a lot of figures, illustrations, and referencing slides. Everything is just intact. So well done. Thank you so much. And I think those who will be presenting, I don't want to say to use this slide as a guide, but at least this is something that is really, really commendable. So well done, Safiya. Though I've not received I'm doing from here. I've not received my item 7, but like I said, my GT account is still active, so I'm expecting some transfer. So the only question I have, was there any, though it's outside the scope of what you presented, any issue on toxicity? Because we use it very often.
Yes, that's true. I came across that, but unfortunately I didn't report it here. But acute toxicity studies have shown that the plant is not toxic.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes.
All right. Also, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I'm still waiting for you to clap for me.
All right.
Yes. While we are waiting for our gold-plated certificate,
yeah,
Haja Safiya, you can sit down while still answer some questions that may come while
the APC chairman is there.
Okay, sir.
Let's do the presentation. Let's all pack up.
Sorry, sir. You said?
I said the certificate presentation. That's the next on the agenda.
Yeah, it is. But I think
Prof. Sagir can present.
Yeah, sorry, just a minute.
Baka ji abin da ake wada basan da miki hodar lewu yaro boy gori ni.
Yarinya girl, yaro boy.
Sorry, please, just a minute. I'm trying to get the certificates ready.
I can have it from here.
Sorry? Yeah, you can share it from there.
Okay, yeah, I think I can.
Yeah, sorry.
I can fast track it.
Yeah, you can.
Why are you laughing at me, Safiya?
I'm not laughing at you.
Okay. So, that's okay.
Oh.
Are you there?
Huh? Okay, I saw you. Can you share?
I can share what you are sharing.
Yeah, I've stopped. I was trying to share. We are trying to do it at the same time.
All
so
right.
you can go ahead.
No, don't worry. Go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. So let me see.
Mine is open. Let me go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
All right. So, Professor Sagir, you can present it to her.
Yes, Professor.
So this is it not too heavy on me?
Yeah, to
okay.
Safiya.
Okay. Wow, it's great. Assalamu alaikum.
Yes, sir.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Dr. Safiya, are you with us?
Yes,
or you are in the another world?
I'm still thinking of your molecular question, sir.
No, please don't. Actually, it's a marvelous presentation. Thank you so much. Sincerely speaking from the bottom of my heart, I have actually opened up my mind regarding Tsamiya or tea indica, inshallah.
And I would love to work with you too.
Like serious, I mean it. When I come back to Nigeria, inshallah, I will work on it.
All right.
Yeah.
So don't forget me while working on it.
So, inshallah. On behalf of the coordinator, the chairman, the organizers, and the moderator, I'm presenting this certificate to Dr. Safiya Abdulkadir in appreciation for her excellent presentation today. So
Thank you so
may
much.
Have it, Dr. Safiya.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We'll send it to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Prof, you can still go ahead and present to moderator.
Okay, sir. Okay. How can I present to my in-law? So, do I call it Gaskia? So, Oga moderator, person of Dr. Abubakar S. Wada, on behalf of the organizers, the chairman, the director, and so on, I'm presenting this certificate in appreciation for at least, despite your time schedules, to be able to be part of this occasion. I present this certificate to you, Dr. Abubakar. Thank you so much. We truly appreciate your effort.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you. So, at this point, I would like to thank everyone.
I think,
and especially, yes, sir.
I think let's see. I can see two hands raised.
Okay.
If there's anybody with another question, then you can ask. And if there's no, you can ask any of the lady to give us a closing remark.
Okay. Okay.
Is Ajay Hafsa there? Ajay Hafsa.
Yes, I saw her. She wrote something.
Ajay Hafsa, are you with us?
Yes.
Hey, can you just give us closing remark? etc.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Let's be gender
unbiasedness.
Yes, very important.
We really appreciate your presentation, Dr. Safiya. It's really educative, and it gives us room to go even and read more about Tamarindus indica.
Thank you so much.
It's really interesting. And being the fruit, an indigenous one, we all know it.
Yes.
Thank you. We really appreciate.
Thank you so much.
So let's round up.
So before we round up, like the point raised by Dr. Shaban on to explore the anti-obesity action, it's actually very important. Very important, especially I know somebody that works on the diabetes and obesity in person of Dr. Safiya Borodo. I think this is a very good area. Yes.
How do you have the prescription?
Also, yes. And then also Dr. Julde is also an expert on toxicology. So she can also explore the toxicological aspect. And then
Azami Magana thereafter.
And then Safiya, it will also be good to initiate a review to review on the plants, the ethnobotanical uses, the constituents, the pharmacological action reported, and what has not been done. I think it's a very nice area.
Wada,
yes,
with the permission of Professor Shaban, I think I would like to use this opportunity to launch the research group now, to be headed by Safiya, and it should be, if I'm either of the two, I would love if she can do systematic review, because she will learn how to do systematic, but it's time intensive. Number one. Number two, or she can do comprehensive review like what Mubarak did. Mubarak is available to give her a guide. Mubarak has done 2 or 3 comprehensive review on some other plants, and I think Tsamiya is another option you can do. And then we can touch all the side. Professor Gir can touch about the molecular aspect because he's intending to do work on it. Jude can bring the toxicology. Then we all around, then we can map everything. And at the end, we can synthesize another new information.
Exactly.
Safiya, are you happy to do? I know, Safiya, how far?
So I will persuade her.
Safiya has run away.
Yes, I'm happy to hear Dr. Julde's voice. Yes, I know I'm covered.
Safiya, are you happy for this idea? With this idea?
Yes, I'm very happy if you guide me and.
And Wada, I'll give you this assignment, please. Can you please help us to check if there's any systematic review on this plant or comprehensive review? So let's have the two.
Okay.
If there is,
I will do that.
I'll prefer systematic review because it sells, it's more marketable in terms of publication.
Yes, exactly,
and she will learn a lot. Yeah, but the narrative review is common, but I don't know. But let's weigh the two.
Okay, sir.
Yeah,
I will do that.
Okay, inshallah.
Yes, sir.
Or maybe as a suggestion, I think the two can be looked forward for. Maybe look at the availability of the narrative review. If it is not available, they can still put that as part of the project while looking at the systematic review.
Okay. That is good. So that's the assignment for you now. For now.
Yes, sir.
And we'll give you 1 week to give back to us.
Yes, I will do that.
All right. Okay. So Alhamdulillah.
At this point, I think since Prof. Mustafa is around, Prof. Mustafa, you can give us the closing prayer. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
So may Almighty Allah continue to guide us through, and may He continue to assist us towards contributing our quota in assisting one another in terms of knowledge and publication. So may Almighty Allah help us.
Amen.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah, okay. Prof. FS, I'm coming for the news idea that you kept since last year. I hope you can give me from that your news idea.
I didn't get you, Shaban.
I will come for that news idea.